Do you hate missing out on dessert when you have parties or any kind of celebration? Me too. So that's exactly why I made this carrot cake recipe that is keto friendly and tastes so good. I mean, so good that anyone can enjoy, whether you're on keto or not. Let's get cooking. Let's start off by mixing in all of our dry ingredients. So starting with our 3 cups of almond flour, our 1 teaspoon of baking soda, our 1 teaspoon of baking powder, our 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and my favorite, your 1½ tablespoons of cinnamon. Now get those strong cooking biceps and whisk them all together. Now it's time to add all of our wet ingredients and mix it all together, starting with our 2 tablespoons of softened butter, now add your 3 eggs. Make sure they are room temperature because this will affect the consistency and texture of the cake. Add in your 1/4 cup of avocado oil. Now if you don't have avocado oil, you can use coconut oil or you can just use extra butter, either one. Now, technically this is a dry ingredient, not a wet ingredient, but we add this into our wet ingredients. You're going to add in your 1/4 cup of sweetener. So today I'm using the monk fruit erythritol blend sweetener by Lakanto, but you can use whatever 0-calorie sweetener you like. I just prefer the flavor of this one. Now turning your mixer onto a medium speed, you're going to whisk all of those ingredients for about 30 seconds or until it makes a yellowy, creamy kind of paste looking thing. Now it's time to add in your 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Give it a quick mix, and then we're going to add in our dry ingredients very slowly, about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup at a time. You just don't want it to get too clumpy too quickly. Now, keep in mind, this is a very dry consistency, and that's okay because we're going to be adding in our carrots soon, and then once you fold those in, it will have a bit more moisture in it. So don't add any more liquid to this recipe at this stage. Trust me, it will come together nicely, I promise. I think it's about time we add a little moisture to this dry batter. So it's time to add in our 3 cups of shredded carrots. Now, make sure you fold these in and you don't just mix them in with your mixer because we want to keep those nice long pieces of carrot intact. Lastly, take your 1½ cups of crushed pecans and add those into your mix, then fold them. Now, if you want to use walnuts, you can use walnuts, but I like to use pecans. Is it pecans or is it pecans? Now it's time to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, then like this video, and then subscribe to my channel or the cake just won't bake. Just kidding, but seriously, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Line 2 8-inch cake pans with parchment paper, and then grease the sides with butter just to stop the cake from sticking to the sides. Now pour your batter into your pans evenly. Make sure it is even because you don't want one cake that's like that thick and then another cake that's like that thin. That would be weird. The cake is done. The house smells amazing, so pull it out of the oven. And before you even think about icing that cake, you need to make sure that it has cooled down completely to room temperature, because if it's even slightly above, the icing will melt and it will become a very goopy, gross looking cake. I mean, it might taste good, but it will not look good. So trust me on this one. And there you have a keto-friendly carrot cake that everyone can enjoy. If you want to see my favorite frosting for this recipe, it's a keto cream cheese icing. Click the link in my description below and check that out. Now, if you want to see me decorate this cake, you're gonna have to wait until next week because I'm going to decorate this cake like a pro. Stay tuned. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see videos just like this one. Have a nice day. See you later.